Oh boy, howdy, am I scared to do this? I am. I'm actually a little nervous about how this is going to work out. I have been telling people, listen, you guys, I have been telling people now for 18 months that I was going to take on work in September. Well, guess what? Tomorrow is September 1. And I've got a ton of people waiting in the wings that are ready to send me stuff. And I've been telling everybody, just call me September 1st, call me September 2nd. So this is how this is going to work. I would really appreciate it if you guys would extend to me the courtesy of calling me before you ship your equipment. Let me get a chance to talk to you, make sure it's a project that I want to take on. I'm in the position to where I want to kind of limit myself on some of the things I work on. Like there's certain sweep tube amps that I can't get parts for anymore. No one really can. There's a couple things. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys would call me first. Let me talk to you. And then we'll go from there. I'll give you my name, my address, and where it needs to go via the phone. Even though it's already on the webpage, I just want to make sure you have it. I am ready. I'm going to try and take on, you got to think that the average unit, if you take the average unit, take 200 units, lay them out on the floor, measure up their dimensions, they all roughly work out to be about a foot by foot. And remember, that's an overall average. So I have about 200 square feet worth of space that I can put this in. That's cubed foot. Now, in that same breath, I've still got 3 or 4 months worth of work sitting here that I need to go through yet. So now what we're talking about is I'm going to start taking on new projects as far as repairs for 2021. Call me first. Now that I've said that publicly, let me tell you guys a little story. I have probably 13 or 14 amplifiers that are sitting over here that I have no contact information for, and I've never had it. I'm sure that these guys think I've ripped them off or done them wrong or I forgot about them or something. The point is, they sent me their equipment, and this is the most important point. They sent me their equipment with absolutely no information. No return information, no contact phone number, no return address. And I have no idea who to send this equipment to or how to go about getting a hold of them. You go and look at and then this is where everybody starts running through their little mental checklist trying to help. Believe me, we've done everything. They walked into a UPS store, they paid good money to have their equipment boxed up, and they sent it and never attached any information whatsoever. So the information on the outside of the box is the UPS store's number. I call and they're like, yo, we don't know who he was. I walked in through the door. I don't know, man. I gotta go. Is the story that I get. Please, take a minute. Get out a piece of paper. And on this piece of paper, you're gonna write your name, phone number. I honestly don't even care if I get a name, as long as I get a phone number. Return information. That's address, street name, city, state, and zip code. We're going to take this piece of paper and we're going to put it on the outside of the amplifier. Whatever we do, let's try and break this habit this year. We do not use packing tape to attach this note to the amplifier. We don't do it. We don't use this. Let me explain to you why. Packing tape, when you put it on metal, has a tendency to leave a really crappy residue on the outside of the cabinet, which then in turn I have to clean off. Because it's got to look good for camera boys and girls. It does. So, I strongly suggest that you use a piece of green or yellow or blue painter's tape. Don't use masking tape, not white, because the white breaks down and it also leaves a nasty residue on it. Just grab some painter's tape or a good post-it note, stick it to the outside of the amplifier so I know who you are and I know how to get a hold of you. Now this is going to be a little crazy. Like I said, I've been telling people for almost a year and a half that this was going to happen. And I'm very interested to see how this goes. So everybody calm down. Let's think this through logically. Let's be patient. If my phone rings as much as I expect it to ring tomorrow, you are going to call. Don't bother leaving a voicemail. I have the next 3 days where all I've got planned is to stand out here and work. My phone isn't going anywhere. It's going to stay right here with me in cell service range. If you can't leave a message, don't worry about it. I will see in the call history that you called me, and I will do my damnedest to get back to every single phone call from 9 to 5 Mountain Standard Time. Remember, if you live on the East Coast, there's a time change as we go across the country. So if you call me at 9 o'clock in the morning your time, it's 6 o'clock in the morning here, or 9, it'd be 7 o'clock in the morning here, okay? I'm not going to return your call. Call me at 9 to 5. And all the numbers that come in between that amount of time, I will return, and I will do my due diligence to get back to you. If I don't get back to those people in that amount of time, I will call them the following morning before 9 o'clock in the morning, depending on how many calls that is. I will do my damnedest to get back to you. If you don't hear back from me, try me again on the 2nd. I will do my best to get to everybody. I give you my word. This kind of process we've done once before. It worked out well. In the same breath, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not taking on any major new builds. We'll come back at that later. Phase 2, beginning of next year. I just want to get the material work here on the shelf before the Christmas rush, while the shipping season is slow between September and October. Starting to follow this logic? Want to capitalize on the slow shipping time of September. Get the equipment here so we don't have to worry about trying to move it around in October, November, and December, the 3 busiest months for the holiday. Now, I don't know if you guys have been following along with what's going on in the news and how our poor federal postal service workers are getting persecuted right now for whatever reason. I'm not getting into it. I'm not doing it. I strongly suggest that you use UPS or FedEx. Okay. I'm looking forward to this. In the same breath, I'm getting a headache thinking about it. So let's all try and get through this together. I want to try and help as many people as I can. So on that note, I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys in the next couple days. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Let's have some fun. I'll see you very soon, or I'll talk to you on the phone very soon. Good night, Godspeed, and may the good Lord take a liking to you. I'll see you. Bye.